Hello. Hey, Milk. I said I was going to come back on for a little bit tonight. And here we are. I was able to get a little bit of rest after finding out that Melvin is okay. So, yeah. So I'm not going to be on long. I'm just keeping my word, coming back on for a little bit. Because I'm still tired. Still really tired. So when I get off of here, I am going to, we're going back to bed. Isn't that right, Milton? Sound like Milton said, mm-hmm. Because Milton is tired too. I think someone said that there was a game on tonight. Or maybe several games. I have no idea. So, we don't watch the game here. The game is Milton and myself. That's what the game is. Hey, Brittany. How are you doing, sis? I was looking for your video. Did you post it? I really. Hey, Mom. What you doing? Wait a minute. Don't you try to jump over here. Oh, did you post it, baby? Because I looked for it. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Here I go. And I had to go over there and get Milton Leroy. He's sitting up in his own chair. He's a co-host. But I did. And Brittany, you have some beautiful, beautiful videos on your channel. I don't know how to. I know that they can be remixed because several of my videos have been remixed, and hey sis, have been remixed, and people use them on their channel. I don't know how to put your videos on my channel. I would love to be able to figure that out. The one with the man and the woman on it, and then the other one with CeCe Winans singing. Very beautiful. Not yet. Still deciding. It's probably going to be a picture instead of a video. I don't like my voice either. Y'all see Milton back there doing his acrobatics, honey. He is flipping and running and everything. He probably just so tired he's delusional at this point. Because like I said, we haven't had that much sleep over here. But Brittany, I don't like my voice either, baby. I don't think anybody does. To be honest with you, unless they've had like formal training or something. But I promise you, just do it. Just do it. And you don't even have to listen to it. I rarely go back and listen to my videos, if ever. There are a lot of videos I don't listen to. But what got me started, Milton, now I'm going to get my switch, baby. I'm going to have to get my switch. Stop all that. Come here. Come here. Milton. Milton. We were just having a good time. We were having a lovely time until I turned this camera on. And now, like I said, he doing backflips and everything. It really is, Brittany. I agree with Queen Bee. But I think, people, when we hear ourselves talk, we all could find something that we don't like. Like I said, my thing was my breathing. And I figured out how to do the videos by doing them on TikTok. Like I said, we don't know. You don't know those people. You probably never meet them in your life. But there are going to be some that you're going to connect with. And like I said, there are going to be some that if people pick up on your insecurities, and if you said that you didn't like your voice, someone would probably feel like they needed to harp on that just to be mean. But on any social media platform, you're gonna find people that don't like you for no reason. There's just no rhyme or reason for them not liking you, or something that you post, or something that you say, or how you sound. But that's just a part of it. Like I said, by weeding out the ones that don't like you will help you find the ones that love you. And I promise you that will happen. That I can promise you. And that's in every aspect of life. There are people right now that don't like others just because. I once heard a guy say that he couldn't stand another guy, and I was like, why? He's a good dude. What's wrong with him? He's never done anything. I've never heard of him doing anything out of the way or seen him do anything out of the way. And you know what he said? He said he thinks he's something because he has a new car. You could have a new car too, dude. You mad at this man because he goes to work every day and he has a new car. Yet you sit up under the drinking tree, the drinking tree, and drink all day. You don't work, but you're mad at this man because he does work and he has a new car. And see, that's just insane. That's just insane. Hey, Lucy, how you doing, sweetheart? So don't get so caught up in the opinions of others. Whether you know them, whether you don't know them, it's whatever makes you happy. Whatever you want to post on your channel, on your page, on your platform, you post it. Whatever you want to post it. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Hi, Invisible. How you doing, love? How are you doing? I'm glad y'all are here. Thank you for coming in. I came on this morning, but I was so tired. I did not get any sleep last night. And I didn't stay on. I usually try to stay on for like 2 hours. But thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Where are you from, Invisible? 1231. Where are you from? And what about you, Lucy? Where are you from, sweetheart? And how's the weather? It's been freezing cold. And today it was a nice day. From Texas. Well, welcome in. Welcome to the family. Like I said, if you come once, you come as a visitor. Same in Alabama. I'm in Alabama. It's warm here today. But I'm cold. I'm always cold. You come as a visitor the first time. The second time, you're one of my cousins, okay? You got a cousin, Denise, in Alabama now. Nice to meet you. Would you prefer I call you Invisible, or is there another name that you want me to call you? And y'all know I have to write this stuff down, so when I see you again, I'll know you. I'll recognize you, okay? So just let me know. But yes, Brittany, since you just, like I said, that's gonna be the case in every aspect of life. Invisible is good. Okay, I got you, baby. Well, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for saying hello. I greatly appreciate you being here and a part of my journey. Hey, Rod, how are you doing? How are you doing? Hey, cousin Tony. Oh, see, I like how you did it, Tony. You just came on in. I say you got a key. You don't even have to. You just like, you do the little. Where am I going? Nowhere. Back to bed. Back to bed. Okay. All right, Invisible. I'll see you later, cousin. I'm usually on in the morning between 7 and 9. So hopefully I'll see you soon, okay? All right. Love you. Have a great night. Um, Tony, I'm not going anywhere. You remember this morning I said I would come back on for a little bit? Yes, yes, yes. And I'm sorry. I didn't have a way of letting you know. Melvin, not too long after I got off the live, Melvin messaged me and let me know that he had just gotten home. He was feeling a little bit better, breathing a little bit better, and he was going to get some rest. So he'd been in the emergency room all night long. Y'all, Milton Leroy on something. He is really on something. Like I said, he probably delirious because we have been up for a long time. Like so we didn't get any sleep last night. And yeah, he about to get a switch whipping. Okay, Brittany, I'm looking. Yes, I am. Milton. Milton. And it sounded like he said, whoop, and he's just running. This time of night, Milton is usually knocked out. Knocked out. Resting, lounging, laying around, giving sugar and stuff like that. But it's like I guess I turned the camera on and he's like, hey. All right, thank you so much. And you asked a question earlier. You asked why I needed the extra oxygen. I have sarcoidosis. Sarcoidosis is an autoimmune disease. There's no cause and no cure for it. It can affect any organ in the body. Milton, come here, baby. It affects my lungs, and I'm currently taking treatments right now, taking infusion treatments right now to see if I can get it to go into remission for me, which I'm pretty sure it will. I'm claiming that it will. I have a lot of things that I'm going to do, not that I want to do, that I'm going to do. Um, and even if I have to do it, with the oxygen, I'm fine with that. I'm thankful for life in itself. However it looks, I'm thankful for my journey. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm sorry that it took me a minute. Um, the brain fog from the treatments are real. Like I said, if you know anyone who has taken chemotherapy, and sometimes they just seem out of it. The brain fog thing is really real. There are things that I should know that I can't remember. Um, and then when I hear them, oh, it's a great idea. But I should know them. I should have known that. But yeah, yeah, you're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Y'all want to see Milton Leroy before he get us meet the switch? Look at his eyes. You can tell he on that bull. Look at his eyes. Yeah. You all right? Huh? I said you can see, you can see you can see he on that Speedy Gonzalez stuff tonight. He is. They have him listed as when I took him to the bed, they have him as tan. You see it in his eyes. Milton is on that bull. They have him listed as tan. Um, I thought he would have been classified as orange, but he's not. So I looked up, to see if the tan cats were, that was like a rare color, and it's really not. Um, he's the first tan cat I've ever seen. Like I said, Milton Leroy adopted me in August of last year. And I'm just a human who allows him to live in our house and feed him on a regular and rides him around in my car. I'm so glad, Tony. I had to get some rest this morning. I could barely keep my eyes open. And like I said, when I get upset like that because I didn't know what was going on with Melvin, it's not like him to turn his phone off or for his phone to not be charged up. So I was calling him, I was texting him, and I was like calling and texting every hour. Who is Nancy Wilson? Now you know I gotta write it down and look it up. Um, and if I'm supposed to know that, if I should know that and I don't, I'm sorry. But I will look it up. I'll look her up. Um, and then Queen V, she was like, remember they told Melvin that he couldn't have his phone on in the emergency room. I did not even think about that. My stomach has been so messed up all night long. I spent most of last night in the bathroom. Um, when I get upset like that, my stomach, gets upset, and it was just a mess last night. Um, so yeah, I didn't get any sleep because, like I said, every hour, sometimes every 30 minutes, I was texting Melvin, "Are you okay?" And then I called the number. Um, oh, I know who that is. Dinah Ross Nesbitt, one of the Supreme. Gotcha. See there? It took me a minute. It took me a minute. I got it. I got it. That's what I mean. I was just saying that brain fog thing is real. I wish it were this much light over on this side in the morning. It's more comfortable being over here, and the lighting is better right here for tonight. Um, like I said, um, I'm glad I came back on then, Tony, because you didn't know how Melvin was doing. I was able to let cousin Charlene and cousin Leah know, um, but not you and Holly and everyone else. So I'm glad you brought Melvin up because I forgot. I would have forgotten the same thing. But thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for praying for Melvin. I know he greatly appreciates it. And he'll be back on here when he can. Thank you. He'll be back on here when he can. Starting trouble in the chat. That's what Melvin does. Uh, I was telling Melvin that he needs to get his on YouTube as well. Because, I mean, the stories that he would tell. Thank you. I like it over here. I don't even have to do anything special over here. I don't, over on the other side, I gotta turn this light on, turn the lampshade on, because my son was like, he was looking at ring lights um, Friday, because I was showing him one of my videos and how dark it is, no matter if I have the blind up um, and two lights on. It's still dark on my videos. So he was like, you probably just need a ring light. And I was like, I know nothing about that. Yes, yes, he will. Melvin will definitely. He's just resting up. And like I said, Melvin is not sick that often. Um, he It's only been a few times that I can think that Melvin has been sick, but not to this extent. Cold or something like that. Um, Crisp and clean the lighting. Yes, yes, yes. And like I said, I've even found a lighting feature on here that I was No, thank you.
Understood.
What is going on with this chick? Oh, girl, been talking all day. Have not called her name or anything. She just started talking. She can help me set a mood for lighting. I was just talking about lighting. I thought they weren't supposed to talk, eavesdrop. I believe I'm gonna have to throw her in the trash. I'm gonna have to throw her in the trash. Alexa, count your days, homegirl, because I'm fixing to throw you in the trash.
Was that for me?
Yeah, yes. Talking about was that for me? Yes. What's wrong with her? Now I want to know what they doing with this information that they're collecting. Nobody. She just talked. Even Milton came from where he was at, looking at her like, "What's wrong with her?" She been talking all day, so that just lets you know. Even though I haven't turned to the setting, yeah, she is. She's a shepherd for the devil, and she won't be living in here past the night. I can tell you that. She going in the trash. Milton's still trying to figure out who was talking. uh-uh. Oh, I'm sorry. Um, you can go in the app and you can change the setting to where they're only supposed to respond when you call their name. And they say that that's the only time that they're activated. But here I am talking about lighting, and she's talking about changing the lighting to set a mood or something. She come over here and rock Milton Leroy to sleep. That's what she can do. Settle him down. Queen Bee and I were talking earlier, and she was talking then. Not even talking to old girl. Yeah, maybe I do need to go back on the other side of the road. I mean, it's not that big in here. Anywho, yeah, she got me. And she's not a good spy, Tony. Good spies just listen. Just listen. Don't even let people know that they're paying them any attention. She chimes right into the conversation like, "You want me to do it for you? You hadn't done it in the other morning." Anyway, no, let me leave her alone while she's quiet. But yeah, I'm gonna get a ring light on the other side. On the other side of the room, and when I get my what is it called, a craftomatic bed, whatever kind of bed that adjustable bed, isn't that called a craftomatic or something? Y'all know I ain't gonna get it right no way. I'm sliding y'all back so I can show y'all something. Give me a minute. Make sure. And y'all, Mr. Herbert was gone all day today. I've been hearing sirens and everything. I said, well, I guess he in a ditch. I was hoping not, but it wasn't like Mr. Herbert to be gone all day. He finally made it back. His car don't look like he done been in a ditch or nothing, so I guess he all right. No more damage than 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 him running over his own trash bin this morning. Other than that, everything looks good, I think. But he was gone a long time. Y'all see my Milton. Y'all see the co-host. Milton Leroy. I I wanted like some retro. So y'all give me your opinion, what y'all think, because I might redo the cover of them. But I wanted some like some, I like the hippie stuff. Um, I want to get an astro band and just let people draw flowers and rainbows and write their names on it and stuff like that. Yep, that's Mr. Herbert. That's Mr. Herbert. Hey, Moot. Hey. He's at home. Like I said, honey, he was gone all day, and I've been hearing a lot of emergency vehicles passing by, and I was like, oh, let me go and get Mr. Herbert. But y'all give me y'all honest opinion about these. Like I said, I made these journals um for the 1970s. I'm a 70s kid, so this is the first one. I know you can't see, it looks backwards, and I don't know how to fix it to where it's not backwards. But this is the Light, Love, and Change Prayer Journal. But you can get you can see the images on it, like the guitar, the flowers, and the cassette, and all of that. And this one is just really simple. It's just basically lined. But I did this one for Valentine's Day. And here's another one. This is the Self-Love Vibes Only daily prayer journal. And like I said, I know the writing is backwards, but you can see see my band right there? That's my band right there. And I want people to write their names and draw little rainbows and flowers and you know stuff like that. You did something today. Here it is. God Friday laid to the side. Get it, girl. And this one is a little bit more in depth though. This one has where you can write what you're grateful for. It says, I'm grateful for today's self-love affirmation, daily prayer, and answered prayers. So I figured it'd be fun. I like things that have the prompts in them. I don't mind writing in the line journals, but I like the prompts too, you know. And always going to have an answered prayer section in it because I feel like a lot of times people get so accustomed to asking God for things that even when good, thank you. When He answers the prayers, they fail to come back and even say thank you, Lord. Because the way He does it, everything comes together. It's hey, Russian doll, look at that, hey girl. Y'all, Russian doll has been a part of my channel since day one. Um, this is the first time I am seeing her on my live. I am so excited. Hey, cousin. and um a lot of my family members that comment on my videos, I don't see in my lives. Um, but Russian doll is the first one. Oh, hey, love. Tony, so you like them? Yes, I have a line on Amazon. Hey, cousin Leah. I I'm an author. Like I said, I became an author while I was homeless. And it all was around a journal. I like to write in journals. I've been writing in journals since I could write. Um, so I decided to design one just for me, and that just kind of took off. Um, so yeah, I have a line on Amazon. There's a link that you can just look around on. I redid a lot of covers today. Like I said, I've been resting and working. um, because this just comes natural to me doing this now. Thank God, because who would have thought? I know nothing about a computer, but I'm able to do what I need to do on a computer. You know, I can't help you with your stuff. Like as far as troubleshooting different things, I only know how to do what I know how to do. So, and I designed my first journal on my phone. And like I said, y'all know my eyes. Um, and my phone was really small, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need something bigger. So I went and got a tablet. So that is where I do it from. So if there's a will, there's always a way. If you want to do something, no one can tell you that you can't. Like I said, I started, I designed my first journal on my cell phone. Um, yeah, and like I said, I know I'm unstoppable. You know, there's nothing that if I want to do it, I can't do it. Like I said, there are a lot of things that I'm going to do, and if I have to do them, you know, with this oxygen, I will. And y'all don't hear the concentrator because I'm on the I didn't feel like unplugging it and wheeling it out of position because I'm going to be back over there in a little bit because I'm on the big canister tonight on one of the big boys. But yeah, it's Tony. Like I said, there's a link in my you'll find out my author's name too. That is another channel in itself on YouTube, but it was designed to be a faceless channel. Um, I will never go live on that channel. I say that, but I'm gonna also do whatever I'm led to do, whatever God leads me to do. So, if in the future I'm led to go live on that channel, I will. Like I said, it wasn't created for that. Um, yeah. But I've learned never to say never. And you know that this year, y'all know I got a shift. This year is a leap year. So we have an extra day this year. And I thought about that last year, earlier part of last year. And I started working on, yes, yes, very lightweight, easy to maneuver, like my phone. You know, nothing tricky, nothing hard about it. That's what I like about it. Um, and like I said, there are probably, not probably, there are a lot more things that my phone can do, that my tablet can do, that I will never know about. Uh, I don't venture off in different parts of it. Like I said, I just use the part that I need and nothing else. Nothing else. Um, they're saying my tablet has a phone number, y'all. I am. I am. My birthday is August 24th. So I'm a Leo Virgo. I'm a cusper. Um, and you said two, so that means you are. Queen Bee is also a Virgo. 9-1, Queen Bee is 9-14. That's why you see Virgo Sarcoidosis warrior. Uh, when I was an ambassador, that was one of the tags that I went under. Um, and then I saw someone come on up under one of my posts, bless their heart. You know that Virgo Sarcoidosis warrior is not who, it's just a hashtag. It's just a hashtag. And they were up under my post and they were saying, y'all need to be careful who y'all are worshiping. Um, right, exactly. You are correct. You are correct, Tony. Y'all need to be careful what y'all are amen to, what y'all are worshiping. This person has got Virgo Sarcoidosis warrior on their channel, and y'all are on here saying amen. So just because a person, says something about God, and y'all are worshiping the wrong thing, and I'm like, what? What does that have to do with anything? Nothing. That's not what that's about. But okay. Like I said, some people just read too much into things. And that's what I was telling Brittany. Everybody, has an opinion. It's just how you respond to it. How if you just take it as that, everybody has an opinion. Doesn't mean it's factual. Doesn't mean it's true. Nothing. It's just because everybody has one. You know. But yeah. So I started working on this devotional. Now this is a thick book because it has 365 days in it. I didn't anticipate that it would be this thick, but I have grown to love it. For every day, like what is today? Today is the 17th. Today is the 17th. So it's a combination of everything that I post on my channel. Today is January 17th, 2026, the daily message. And then you get a life rule of the day, you get a scripture, you get a closing prayer, and you also get a place to write your faith notes and your answered prayers. Like I said, I know this is going to be backwards, but that's what it looks like. And you have a different message every day. Let's see what today is. Today is fear often shouts, but it doesn't have the final word. When your knees shake, keep moving anyway. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to act in spite of it. Let faith drown out fear's voice today. And the life rule of the day, fear loses power when faced with faith. And the scripture comes from Joshua 1:9, New Living Translation. It says, so be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. And the closing prayer. And these are all short because I figured, it'd be something that you could do in the morning time. You could, read this in the morning time to set the tone for your day. The closing prayer for January 17th is, Lord, give me courage to walk forward even when I feel afraid. Amen. And prayers don't have to be long and drawn out. Yes. Thank you, Leah. Short prayers, direct prayers are just as powerful as the ones that are spoken with, the elaborate words and, as Mother Churches say, the big words. Simple prayers like that are just as powerful. So, like I said, I just made a devotional for every day. And like I said, this year is a and that's what it says. It says, rise, reflect, renew. 366 days of strength, peace, and spiritual renewal. The back of it says, every day is a chance to begin again. And y'all know I talk about that all the time. I'm so thankful for a new day, new mercy, new grace, new blessings, new favor, new beginnings, a new me, a new you. We get to start off every day with a clean slate. How beautiful is that? It says, rise, reflect, renew, daily devotional. A year of devotions for strength, peace, and purpose is your companion for the year ahead. A gentle reminder that God's love, grace, and mercy met you right where you are. Inside, you'll find 366 daily devotionals filled with encouragement, scripture, and heartfelt prayers designed to refresh your spirit, renew your faith, and help you walk in purpose one day at a time. Each page offers space for quiet reflection and moments of gratitude, guiding you toward peace and strength through every season of life. No matter what yesterday held, today is a new opportunity to rise. Take this journey one day at a time and watch how renewal unfolds in your heart, your faith, and your life. The Mindset Garden. So yes, like I said, even though I've been designing these journals for years now, Queen V can attest that I rarely talk about them. My first reason for not talking about them, because I was so proud of them, and then I went on TikTok and I saw all these other people, the journals that they were creating, they were beautiful. And then I had to stop and think. They're creating journals for them. I'm creating journals that speak to me. I don't know how to do all that fancy artwork and designing these covers. I don't know how to do all that. But would that even appeal to me, or people that are my age? So then I became comfortable with that. And there was this local store here that I this is what I do every year. I go out and I sell journals, which is February. The month of February, I sell journals. And I just go from place to place to place selling them. So I was getting ready. I went to see my friend. She was like, "Yeah, bring some by, and I'll see if I can get you some orders here." I left her office, and something said, "Keep straight." So I kept straight. Got to the next red light, and I'm like, "Okay, Lord, where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to turn?" I heard the voice again, "Keep straight." Got to the next red light. And I'm like, am I supposed to be going to Home Depot selling journals? Captain D's. Something said, "Keep straight." Got to the next red light. And now I'm, like going out of town. And I'm like, I don't know where I'm, why would I be, still keep straight. So I'm going down the road, keeping straight. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to turn around. I don't know where I'm going. I turned around and I was at this antique mall. And I looked over. So I said, "Well, you got the journals with you. Might as well go in and see if you can get some orders here, since you here now. I go in, and the guy, he throws up his finger and said, "I'll be with you in 1 minute." So I'm waiting. He's still talking to the guy. I'm waiting. I'm kind of getting impatient, because I'm like, "Don't dare him keep me waiting this long." But that was the old me. The new me said, "We're going to stay right here. We're going to wait. We're going to do everything the opposite of what the old Denise would do." So I waited. He came over to me. I explained to him what was going on, that I sell journals every February, and I try to sell at least 1,000. That way I can donate the proceeds to someone who has mental health issues, challenges. And if I sell 1,000, then I can help more than one person. So he was looking, and he was like, "These are great. These are beautiful." And I had a few of my books in there with me. He said, "I tell you what," he said, I'm gonna, for sure purchase some, but would you mind if I ask if I can carry these in my store?" I'm like, what? He was like, how many do you have? I said, how many do you want? He said, as many as you have. I said, I'll be back. Let me go and get some more. Before I left, he said, let's go ahead and, drop the contract. You don't have to sign it right now. You can take it home and look it over. Whatever you want to do. It's fine with me. He gets the contract. I see him, he get a pen, and he's over there marking out stuff and writing stuff. I said, this can't be good. He comes back over to me with the contract. He said, how about this? He said, normally I charge 35% from the vendor. I'm not going to do that with you. He said, for every book I sell for you, I'm only going to do a 10% here. I'm like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, I feel like you're going to do really well here. And I was like, okay. Did that. So every time I sold a book, the time the books that he was carrying, they were all $10. The only ones that weren't $10 were the personalized journals. I go in and you give me your name, favorite color, 3 Bible scriptures, and I make a book just for you. It can be a keepsake. It's just for you. You can also see some of those on Amazon as well. They can be hardback, they can be paperback like these. And like I said, every affirmation in that book.
Was that for me?
Alexa, no. Alexa,
Got it.
Alexa, Alexa. You getting thrown away tonight. I'm putting you in the trash.
Well, that's one way to recycle old technology.
You
At
right.
least I'll finally get some peace and quiet in there with the banana peels and coffee grounds.
Okay. I'm gonna unplug you when I get off of this off of YouTube. And I am. She has been like I said, Alexa is yeah. She on something. She is on something. She about to run Milton Leroy crazy. Every time she say something, he come running, looking around trying to find who is it, who's saying that. But what part of the story was I in before Alexa? Yeah, like I said, the journals at that time, like I said, majority of them, the journals and books were $10. So every time he sold one for me, all he got from it was $1. Tell me that being obedient does not pay off. The old me would have been like, keep going for what? My turn is right here. Why would I keep going? Because I didn't trust the process. Now I do. I trust the process. And now it's because I trust the process, I have been led to some great places in life, Like I tell people, they're like, how can you say that? You're still sick. It doesn't matter what it looks like. I'm still thankful for whatever shape I'm in. I'm still here. And that in itself is a blessing, I mean, we all have to we weren't created to stay here forever. But because the first part of my life, first 50 years of my life, we're just a mess. We're just a mess. I'm confident in saying that the next 50 years are gonna be sheer bliss. Like I said, life happens. Life is not gonna be peaches and cream all the time. I understand that. I wouldn't even tell anybody that it is, but It's the perspective of life, you know? It's how I choose to look at it, even when things aren't going great, or even when things don't go as I expect them to go. There's still a blessing in that, and there's still a lesson in that. Um, like I said, I'm the blessing for me is being happy to see a new day. Because, like I said, I'm 54, and for 50 plus years, I was not excited about seeing a new day. I was like, just trying to sleep the day away, you know? Yes, that's right. And see, that's what this channel was created for. You notice the name, Denise Dreams and Manifest. That's what it was created. But then something else, you know, I can't even say something else. God had other plans. And being obedient, here I am. Here I am. Like I said, coming on, still, you know, he met a little bit of resistance with that, because I was thinking, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to get off of the oxygen. I don't want to be on there like this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Like I said, that nudge did not stop. And it's been the biggest blessing. The biggest blessing ever. And that's why I encourage y'all. You know, you have a journey too. Like I was telling Brittany earlier. People come into my comment section, even on the lives, and they say, you know, some of the most ungodly things. But it's how I choose to let it affect me. I don't have any expectation, you know? So if I know that people have their own opinions, people are hurting, people are mean, people are just, you know, outright rude for no reason because they are hurting. But I can't take that on, you know? I can't let it affect me. And for years I have. Like I said, I've hurt myself more than anybody could hurt me. I've talked to myself in ways nobody has ever talked to me. Nobody can beat me up worse than I can beat myself up. And because I am with myself all the time, you know, nobody can do it better, longer. So therefore, knowing that, there's nothing that anybody else can say that I will let hurt me or affect me. Because it doesn't matter, you know. What God has for me is for me. And that is so true. You know, I've heard that all of my life. And now I know the true meaning of it. That the only way I will not get the blessings that God has for me is if I move out of position to receive them. But as long as I stay in position, it's not like he's going to throw it and miss, you know? Not at all. That's not going to happen. Like I said, the only way I miss is if I move. and I'm not moving unless he tells me to. Not at all. So are you. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm telling y'all, I told Queen Bee, I told Leah, I am gonna sew a air tag in something. I just have to figure out what that something is that I can make sure that Melvin keeps with him at all times. I have to tell him that it's you know, there's some kind of sentiment behind him carrying it, you know, for him to carry it. But I have to figure out what that is, because Melvin is, I told Queen Bee, Melvin is like a child that we have to keep up with, you know? Y'all remember the neighborhood child that everybody had to look out for? That's Melvin. Not that they didn't have to look out for all the neighborhood kids, but he's that special one that you really have to keep up with and look out for him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody walk up and say they got a van full of puppies and that child will be gone. Melvin is that child. So yeah, it literally takes a village. At his big age, it still takes a village to keep up with Melvin. So as soon as I figure out what that is, that I'm gonna get him and put an air tag in. And I'm gonna have to share the signal with all of y'all too. Cause days that I'm asleep, Melvin to get away from me. He done got away from me, girl. Hi, cousin. How are you doing? Oh, look at you. Look at my family. You having a great Saturday evening? I hope so. I figured everybody would be watching the game, you know. Because I told Queen Bee, I said, well, I'm going to go on here for about maybe 30 minutes. Because I did say I was coming back on. And I'm glad that I did so I could give an update on Melvin. He has returned home. I missed you too. I missed you too, sweetheart. Yeah, I came on. I wasn't feeling well this morning. I had a long night. So I just came on for a little bit. I wasn't even on an hour this morning. But I'm glad you found me tonight. My day, because I didn't sleep at all last night, I napped off and on today. Thank God. And I was able to keep my word. Y'all, that's Milton Leroy running through here, hitting everything. I tell you, when he come back through here, yeah, I'm gonna get you. I think I think he's really jealous though. I think when I'm talking to you all, I think he feels, kind of neglected because, I sit up and hold him all day long and I can still hold him on live, but I guess it's just something about me focusing my attention on you all and not him that's got him feeling some type of way. But nonetheless, when he come back by here, I got my house shoe ready. I'm gonna tag him. Because he is tagging me every time he come by here. Jumping on the back of the chair. There he is. He took off and went the other way. I don't know why every time I get on live, me and Milton Leroy got a fight. I got to fight every day to prove my love for you, Milton. That was on a movie. Every day I got to fight to prove my love. Oh, cousin, I'm glad you're here. And I hope your day was great. Like I said, I napped off and on all day. Did a little bit of work in between napping. And yeah, here we are. Here we are. We back. We're sitting on the porch again this evening. Sipping. Oh, y'all, I can't wait to do that. Sit outside on the porch and listen to, I don't know about the frogs, but the crickets. I listen to the frogs at a distance. But to sit out there and drink sweet tea, lemonade, while the sun is going down, or while the sun is rising. I used to do that all the time when I was in the country, and I'm ready to go back to the country. And you can just sit outside all time, night, morning. Beautiful watching the sunrise, drinking a cup of tea, cup of coffee. Yeah, we getting ready to do that again. And the beautiful part about it this time, y'all will be there with me. And I'm trying to figure out, because I have an appointment next Wednesday. My appointment is at 8 o'clock in the morning. Would y'all like to ride along? Now, I won't be able to read the comments, because y'all know how I drive. So I will not even see the comments. But y'all can ride along with me. I'll have to leave here about 7 o'clock, a little bit before 7, to get there. So if y'all want to ride along, I'll ask y'all again if I don't forget. But if I do, somebody remind me. Like I said, if y'all want to ride along, even if you don't, I probably still go live, And somebody might want to see a little bit of Alabama scenery. Anybody eat anything good today? I had a taste for some fried chicken and some fried okra and some mashed potatoes. Ask me if that's what I ate. No, I didn't. That is not what I had today. I had some noodles. I had some noodles. No, baby. I'm just going to an appointment for a follow up that day. I don't have an infusion treatment in January. My next infusion treatment is February the 10th. But I have an appointment on the 6th also, on February the 6th. Yes, February the 10th. February the 10th. I'm not showing up without something on my stomach. Okay, yay, yay. Cousin Leah, yes, we will ride. We will ride at 6:50. And thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Tony has me eating breakfast. Like I said, it's something that I've been needing to do, something that I knew that I needed to do. But it was just so easy to continue doing it the way I was doing it because I didn't have anybody to. It's not that we fuss about Melvin doing this all the time. You shouldn't need anybody to make you be accountable for your health. And then I'm doing the same thing. Same thing. Because Melvin will say in a minute, well, the doctor told me not to eat the candy, but there's nobody here to stop me. Like, that makes sense. But, I was doing the same thing. Wasn't eating, but the same thing. Nobody here, to make me eat. Even though I know I should. But I also was thinking, if I start eating now, it's going to mess my stomach up and all this and that. But gradually, like I said, I ate this morning, no problem. And every morning that I've ate, I haven't had a problem. I guess because I started off really light with toast. But like I said, I have grits, Tony. You know what? I'm about to unplug this girl. She about to get out of here. I'm about to unplug her. Whew. I want to have grits. And I'm perfecting my grit game, Tony. So I've made grits once since I got them. So I need to make them again to make sure that I got it. And if you know me, I don't need instructions, which I do. Obviously I do. Oh yes, honey. That raisin oatmeal, that cinnamon raisin oatmeal, I may not be saying that right, but I put in cinnamon and raisins, and it is delicious. It is delicious. So yeah. Now, I mean, that would be the easy thing to do on the morning of my treatment, but for some reason I have in my head that I want grits, bacon, and eggs. Now, am I going to make that? I want it though. That's what I want. That's what I feel like I want that day. Like I said, I have to work on my grit game a little bit. um, to make sure that I have it down, Um, so I won't be disappointed if I do, make that, and I don't want my grits to be nasty. 2 cups of water, 1 cup of see, see, see. Thank you, Tony. Y'all know I had to write stuff down. Like I said, it's probably on the container of grits. Thank you, Tony. My son was asking me. I was asking my son about my tripod. It came with some stuff like a clicker or something like that, and he was asking me something, and I was like, "Dude, you know I didn't read the directions." Thank you, Brittany. Thank you. Y'all get the ride. The sun should be up that time of morning, or if not, it'll be on the way. Um, Almost up. Um, so yeah, y'all get the ride with me. Like I said, I won't be able. I can greet you, but I won't be able to read the comments. So, we just riding, and I can't turn on any music because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So y'all just gonna be riding and listen to me talk to myself and talk to the other cars around me, because that's what I do. That is what I do. Um, y'all get to see me park or attempt to park. Because y'all know I like to try to bag my car in everywhere I go. Yeah. So don't get dizzy when we get there and you're going back and forth, back and forth. It's normal. It's normal. Just hold on. No, 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 no. Don't have road rage anymore. Mm-mm. Nope. I feel like if they're going slow in front of me, then I need to be behind them. Um, no, I don't have road rage anymore. We let that go a long time ago. It didn't do me any good. Just ran my blood pressure up. My mama said I was gonna have I was gonna have an attack behind the wheel in my 20s. She was like, "You need to find you a job closer to home so you don't have to sit up in all that traffic." Um, and then one day, I don't know who I heard say it, but somebody was saying, if you're stuck in traffic, just have um, radio karaoke. Turn the radio up, put in your favorite song, CD, and just have a good time. And that really worked. That really worked. Me and Randy Travis I'm talking about, we were legends on Highway 280, just singing, let down the windows, just singing at the top of my lungs, having a good time in that car. By the time I got home, I was in a great mood. So that really works for anybody that has road rage. There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I mean? You can't make it go faster, move, or whatever. So put on the radio, put your CD in, or whatever you listen to, however you do it, and just have a good time. Lee Williams, Randy Travis, whatever you like. That's what you do. That's what you listen to, and I mean, turn it all the way up. Have a good time. If the traffic is at a standstill and you've had to put your car in park and turn it off, turn the radio up and get outside and do a jig. You know what I mean? And I can't dance, y'all. I can't dance, but I will get out. I will get out of my car and dance. Makes me happy. No, Tony, we don't have road rage. Um, Most of the time, what you probably hear me doing is or saying is praying for the car in front of me or beside me or behind me. If y'all see this joker, um, Lord, he done fell out the window, honey. Got to be more careful. Got to be more careful. Milton, what is it, dude? Oh Lord, my guy is on something. You hear me? Oh, Milton probably must think it's early in the morning. Between him and old girl talking, both of them might be outside tonight. All three of us might just need to go outside and sit down and look up at the sky. Yes. I had a box sitting by the back door that I was going to take outside in the morning. He just bust through the top of it. Well, Milton Leroy's pretty sorry. He's pretty sorry. Like I said, this is a rare night for Milton Leroy. All this running and carrying on, that's not him. He usually is most active during the day, like in the morning when I'm on live, that time of morning. And after I turn the camera off, Milton Leroy is back laying on his back. We go to bed. When the sun goes down, it's like me and Milton Leroy go down, you know. But because I've been napping all day, like I said, I feel pretty good. But still, when I get off of here, we going back to sleep. Cause sleep is only like a nap for me. And like I said, he might just be delirious because he has been up all night. Yours play at night. Oh wow. Baby, I make sure I feed him real heavy at night. Like you do a baby, put cereal in their night bottle so they'll sleep all night. I make sure I feed Milton Leroy real heavy at night. He get a whole can. Well, he get a whole can anytime. But I make sure I feed him at night. Because I want to be sorry, just way down. Milton Leroy gonna be a big boy fooling with me. Yes, good. That's the way I like him though. I like them big and sorry. Only in cats. Only in my cats and dogs. Nothing else. Nothing else. But Milton threw me off track. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, was it the ride along? Yeah. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. And y'all know I'm on Central Standard Time, so Leah, you're an hour ahead of me. So yeah, that'll be good. And Brittany, you're the same time as I am. Queen B is an hour ahead as well. And Tony, you're the same time, right? Like I said, that's earlier than probably about 30-40 minutes earlier than I normally come on. But I didn't make that 8 o'clock appointment. Y'all know I didn't do that. But best to go ahead and get it over with. I'm not upset about it. Go ahead and get it over with, and then I have the rest of the day. Come back home, and because going to the doctor at I have an appointment on the 6th of next month at 11:30. And it just breaks up the day, Really can't get anything done before because you're getting ready to go. Can't get anything done afterwards. I can't because I'm tired. I'm tired and it's late, and I just want to go home. And that's what I do. So yeah, going early in the morning. That's why all of my infusions are early in the morning. That way it doesn't have to break up my day. I can get over there, get it done. It's not a bad drive that time of morning. The only thing is this time of year, it's dark, still dark, and it's like driving at night. And I have visual problems. Like I said, I wear glasses, but I still have visual problems. But so far, it's been great. By the time I get to the parking deck, like I said, I drive over an hour to get there. So by the time I get there, the sun is trying to come up. And I can leave and come home and go to bed. And I think we're gonna do the same thing that we did last time. I'm gonna get my uncle to drive me home. That worked out great. Better than, having to ride with a stranger and be drowsy and or sick on my stomach. So like so he said it in mind. Like I said, when they get older, you just don't want to ask too much of them because they have aches and pains too. Even if they don't say anything all the time, but they do. You see them limping, and like I said, he messed up his shoulder doing something up under the car doing something. He messed up his shoulder, and it's still bothering him. And that's been over 6 months. So yeah, I try not to ask too much. I don't ask anything at all, because I know he gonna come and check on me. Especially if I don't answer the phone, he coming. So, um, and he'll usually give me a couple of hours to respond. If he call me at night and I don't answer, he'll give me to the next morning to respond to the text or whatever. But yeah, that worked out good. So it's not like he had to come and get me. So that is a plus. Um, so all he do is just like a round trip for him. And his friend, neither one of them worked, so his friend didn't mind driving my car home. So that's what we're gonna do again this time. So, and I love it that he was already there. I was like, what made you come up here? You're up here early. And, get out of here, girl, hush. Oh, honey, there is a place that's not even a mile from here. It's the cancer center. I stopped by there when I was before I even had my first infusion. I asked them if they could give me my infusion there. She said yes, but they are not associated with the hospital or where my doctor is. Oh, you don't go to the hospital? Okay. Oh well, see, I go to Kirkland Clinic at UAB. It's not actually the hospital, but it's extension. It's attached to the hospital. I still have to go downtown Birmingham. And the lady here, she was like, "Yes, we can, but your doctor is not associated with the system that we're in. They're Baptist health systems, and UAB is UAB. So she said I would have to have um, a doctor within the Baptist health system in order for him to order the infusion and it be done there. I don't have that. So yeah, I have to drive all the way. Oh, oh wow. What a blessing. What a blessing. Thank God. Thank God for that. Oh my goodness. And see, the cancer center here is where my mom went. Like she said, they could do it, but my doctor is not within their network, and I'm not willing to change doctors just to have, my infusion treatments there, because they might be like, oh, you don't need that, you need this. And, like I said, they already treat us like guinea pigs, when they don't know something and they want to experiment to see if this new thing will work. I'm not into having that done. So, yeah, going to the hospital where I was diagnosed and where my doctors and all of them are except for my primary care. And that will be soon. That's going to change soon. All of my doctors are there. And if I needed to go into the hospital, I would already be there. They just have to wheel me across the crosswalk. Milton? Can y'all see the Joker? Y'all see him? Where my shoe at? Honey, y'all hold on a minute. Turn y'all up toward the ceiling 1 minute. Get out of there. And we're back to our regular scheduled program. Lord, I don't know what's going on with me and Milton. We about to tussle up in here. You could, how he got that look in his eyes. He is straight wild. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. He's been beating up all his toys right here in front of me. Y'all see me look off to the side? That's 'cause Mr. Leroy's beating up everything. He's toys that I didn't even know he still had. He's found them and beating them up. So he on one. And watch, just as short as I turn this camera off, he gonna be back to being my baby. All up in my arms, want to give sugar and all of that. It's something about the camera, I guess. Something about the camera. Or maybe he just feel like he gonna take Melvin's place today. Since Melvin is down, he gonna take over. Running amok. I popped Melvin with my shoe too. Melvin tell me all the time, you know how many people in line to whoop my ass? And I'm like, Melvin, how many? He said, at least 9 off of TikTok. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So Melvin told me to get in line. He ain't nobody threatening him. Get in line. There's more people than you want to put a knot on my head. A mess. A mess. I guess I'll leave my books out because, like I said, I need to start advertising them more, especially with Valentine's Day coming up next month, which is why I did these. That nobody has ever seen. I've said nothing about these books. Um, like I said, when I first went on TikTok, I was all excited about them, and then I was like, oh, look at all these other people doing the same thing, and theirs are beautiful. You know, mine didn't even compare. But everybody's different. So they don't have to compare. I'm not comparing, I'm not competing. We're all right, you know. They don't know they're there if I don't say anything about them. So, because then after that, I was like, well, I'll publish them. They're on Amazon. You know, if they see them, it was meant for them to see them. But that's not how it works all the time, you know, because if I know something good, if I find out something good, like Tony came on and told us about the chicken wings that Walmart had, the 8 pounds for $19.99. When it's something good, you tell the good news, you know, because you want to spread it around and help somebody else. Like I said, I thank Tony for that. Those chicken wings were ordered. Yes. And I told everybody I knew. Hey, and I sent them pictures. Hey, look, better get them. I don't know how long they're gonna be this price, so get them. Probably something to do with all the games and everything on. So you better stock up on them. And that's what people did. So thank you, Tony, again. So I should be the same way about my journals, about my books. I think the books are in the car. Yeah. The other books are in the car. Like I said, I like to keep some in the car. That way, if I run into someone that you know how you get a vibe from someone that they need something, and it's never failed. The book that I reach in and get for them is exactly what they need. So yeah, that's why I keep them in the car, to give away. and it never fails. If someone sees me giving away a book, a journal, whatever it is, there's always this doggone hair. Honey, y'all better see me take this joker off. um, there's always someone around looking. That's what I say. If you don't think people are watching you, think again, they are. Because if I give away a journal in the parking lot of Winn-Dixie, somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, what you got there?" And I'll show them, and they'll be like, "Hey, do you sell these?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I design these books. Or I wrote them." And I'll tell them where they can find them at. And they're like, "Hey, do you have another one like the one she has?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And never fails, someone ends up buying some from me giving one away. So, and that's never been the intent, but it always works out like that. So all I can say is thank God. Um, so yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to start talking about them more. And I don't mind showing anybody else how to do this stuff. Not at all. Everybody can have a line of journals. It's simple. It's free. Selling them on Amazon is free. You don't pay Amazon anything to do it through KDP. They take a portion of the proceeds when someone orders it. Even Canva, designing it, you can get the free version of Canva and design your own journals, write your own books. So yes, if you interested and want to know how to do it, we can make a series out of it. I would have to sit down and write everything down to make sure that I didn't forget anything, and walk you through it. I have no problem doing that. I've never been a gatekeeper of anything. If I know now, I only thing I've been a gatekeeper of is the bad stuff, and some stuff that should have been told, you know. But as far as good things, what you doing, Milton? Good things. I tell it. I tell good news all day long, all day long. Like I said, I don't have any problem showing anybody how to do anything. Not at all. Not at all. So just let me know. Or if you know somebody that wants to know how to do it, or get into doing it, I have no problem with that either. A young man, I'm gonna be helping him with a book. He said he's been wanting to write 2 books forever. He just didn't know how to get started. Came across one of my books, and he was like, "I'm just gonna reach out to her and see if she can help me." And I was like, "Sure, I got you." So hopefully I'll get started with that soon. I have a portion of it, and the way we're doing his is that he's actually recording. He's recording it and emailing it to me in parts, and then I'll work on it, send it back to him to proof, and we'll go on to the next part. And that's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. He's gonna get author credits, and I will be the contributor because it's his book. I want no rights to it. So yeah, and you know me, I do everything by contract. So did a contract and everything, so everything looked good. So I'm just waiting on him to give me the next part. Now Milton looked over here at me. Milton said, "I ain't coming back there with this shoe too close to her hand." Milton, he got some smarts about him. Cause he come back over here, I'm gonna pop him. He started flipping and hanging off of chairs over here. I'm gonna get him. That's my buddy, but he gotta calm down. I don't even know if Milton has had any treats today. He may not have. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna give him some catnip. He gonna get some before Maybe that'll help settle him down before we go to bed. Either way, I my naps. I sleep hard for my little naps, and those 2 or 3 hours I sleep hard. Um, so whether he go to sleep or not, I am. I've woken up plenty of times to Milton Leroy to knocked over plants. Um, a lot of stuff on my desk doing stuff. So yeah, like I said, I sleep hard for those 2 or 3 hours, and hopefully I'm praying that it's longer than 2 or 3 hours tonight. And it's not that I can't sleep longer. It's just that, like I said, that pain will wake you up. It will wake you up, especially like I said, having to turn and roll over and change position. And sometimes you change position, and the pain is so intense that you just can't go back to sleep, no matter what you do. So, like I said, I'm hoping to get more than a couple hours sleep tonight. But I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the night. Yeah, it's 9:30, honey. It's 9:30. But I will see y'all in the morning, so we can all be bright eyed and bushy tailed in the morning. It ain't no fresh tail Friday in the morning. It's Super Soul Sunday. But yeah, I'm winding down a little bit myself. So I know it's time for me to get on up here. Love you too, sis. Love you too. You have a great night. I'm gonna be looking, Brittany. When you want me to start looking tonight? In the morning? Like I said, whatever you do, I'm gonna support you. Um, but do it because it feels right to you. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Do it because it feels right to you. Like I said, before I turn this camera on, I say a quick little prayer. Even when I turn it off, I say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. If God is leading, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Yes, that's what you do. That's what you do. Like I said, you pray about it and let God lead. You cannot go wrong. Okay. All right. All right, cousins. I will see y'all in the morning. Like I said, it'll probably be like 8, a little bit after 8 o'clock in the morning. Because I need to try to catch up on some sleep, and if I am sleep, can sleep a little bit later, I want to be able to do it. But like I said, I'm gonna keep my word, and I'll be on every morning. I like this nighttime setting too. Like I said, I like the lighting of the nighttime. So yeah, I might have to do this more often. I said every day in January. I didn't say what time of day. So yeah, I could do nights too, or afternoons, evenings, whatever. But yeah, like I said, I like the lighting in here. Now I don't like how Milton Leroy acting, but other than that, yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Okay, I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so much for coming back. Mostly thank y'all for praying for Melvin. Continue to pray for him and each other. As you know, I'm always praying for y'all. I got my little running list. I always praying for y'all. Always. And I thank God for y'all. I appreciate and love each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all in the morning. Love y'all. Good night. Milton. Milton.